Hey BBs, it's Plastic, and today I'm back with you guys for another video. How are we all doing today? Hope we're all doing very well. In today's video, we're ghoul chatting, we're talking it up, and we're talking about what happened with Monster High on September 1st of 2023, because today, as of 3:16 p.m. EST, we have seen so much coming from the Monster High brand that we just have to ghoul chat about it. There's literally so much happening that happened like today and yesterday that with the ghouls need to talk. Like, it's a lot. So what originally was supposed to come out today, and the reason that I wore my Monster High shirt to school, this is from Hot Topic, y'all, Perfectly Imperfect, and it has all my favorite ghouls. Actually, it doesn't have Claudine or Abby, but it has the ghouls on it, and I wore this shirt today to celebrate the Monster High holiday Claudine release. So I'll talk about her before we get into like the big thing. This doll was supposed to, well, she was released today on Entertainment Earth in Amazon. She wasn't on Mattel Creations. I don't think she was. At least I didn't see any of that. But I know that she was on Entertainment Earth, so that's where I ordered her first. And then Amazon had her, and Amazon usually takes a little bit quicker to ship things, and they're a little bit less expensive with the shipping. And so I canceled my Entertainment Earth order, and I ordered from Amazon because that was cheaper, But because we gotta save the coins today, because there's a lot of Monster High things coming out, so you gotta make sure it's good. This doll retails for I think $45, and I'll put an affiliate link in the description below for her if she's still available on Amazon. I just checked and she's not available now, but the holiday dolls usually stay in stock for a long time. I know the Deuce and Cleo pack are still available, which I never even bought them, so I don't know. But this doll, honestly, I don't know how I feel about her. I think the base doll is so pretty. I think the gorgeous, curly, voluminous, giant, volumized, curly, pretty hair is my favorite part about her, to be honest. I love this color of purple in Claudine's hair. I think Claudine always eats it up with the hair colors. She's always been doing that. It looks to be Saran. I think Monster High for the alumni dolls always use Saran, which is thank you for that, because you know, I want to get more Claudine dolls with Saran hair, to be honest, after the trauma of Generation 3 that I'm just like, I don't know. And Claudine is honestly one of my favorite dolls, or one of her favorite characters. I think it goes Laguna and then Claudine and then Abby. Those are my big three. And I had to support this doll, even though I think she's a little bit cheap looking in comparison to last year's holiday, Draculaura. I think this dress looks like something that you could find on an AliExpress listing for a Barbie dress. It's a thin satin, it's hemmed satin printed on dress. The dress is nothing that I'm really obsessed with, to be honest with you guys. I think going from last year's Draculaura to this is a disappointment in my personal opinion. It just looks very one-dimensional. There's a little bit layer of tulle, which is cool, but the dress is very underwhelming. She doesn't have any sort of fabric gloves like last year's Draculaura had fabric gloves. And while this doll was very cheap, I will say she does use that kind of like cheaper satiny material, which again gives very like dollar store doll, and she has like the one-sided. She makes it look very expensive and elegant with this giant like train of like really nice material. And I don't want to say again too much about this doll because I don't have her in my claws yet, and maybe she'll be nicer, maybe she'll surprise me in person, but right now she just feels so much cheaper than this doll. And they both have headpieces, they both have a belt, a plastic belt. She has a plastic bracelet. This one has fabric gloves. The shoes look to be a little bit more involved on the Claudine, but I think Draculaura's is actually nicer. So again, to each their own. I think this design is nice, but I think it kind of is cheap in doll form. It shows a little boa, which is cool. But overall, I feel like this doll is definitely missing something that's really worth the $45 to me personally. Again, I still bought her. I bought her on Amazon, and I'm excited for her to come. And I think the face is pretty. She's really cool eyeshadow and lipstick. People though have noticed though that her prototype face from like the stock photos and the pictures from the inbox photo looks super very different from what we might be getting for this doll. So I'm hoping that we get the face from like this picture, like I'll just like this one, rather than this one, because this one kind of looks like funky to me. Like I don't like that face. Like her eyes are very small and they're not like slanted. Like they just look kind of ugh to me. So I'm hoping that's not the final product and it's just some sort of like wonky prototype thing. The box looks kind of like the exact same as Holiday Draculaura. It's just a little bit more customized for Claudine. I don't think we have any pictures of the back of the box yet as of, again, right now. But she's really cute. Again, I'm excited for my order to come in. I think she comes in like late October. And again, she did just sell out on Amazon. which was kind of, I guess, expected. I don't know. I think she might be available on Entertainment Earth, so check there by the time this video comes out. It'll come out the next day. Then we have the juicy part of today's video. We have the Collector Vampire Heart Draculaura doll. This doll is honestly tea. This doll is good. She retails for $100, but before I started filming this video, she was available for $90, and then she just sold out. So this doll literally just sold out again as I was taking a thing. So she's not available. I don't know what that means, so I don't know what the tea is, because this doll actually, I think, is not supposed to be announced yet. I think Monster High deleted their Instagram post of this doll, so I guess a little timeline. I wasn't even active for this, but they posted on Instagram the promotional pictures for this doll. They posted our Amazon link, and they posted everything about this doll, all for details, and then apparently it was just deleted. But what kind of conflicts me is that one of the designers, Annalise, actually posted about the design process of this doll. And again, this doll retails for $100, so before we get into that, I just want to say this doll's a little bit more expensive, but as I'm ghoul chatting with y'all, she's worth it. I fully believe this doll is worth $100 just from the pic, or I guess the $90. I don't know what the price is right now. We don't have any concrete information, and I think this is going to be an Amazon exclusive, so that's tea. Again, I don't know the limited edition of this size. I don't know if she's getting restocked. I know literally as much as a rock does. I don't know, but I want to just talk about her really quickly. That Annalise, the designer of this doll, I mean one of the designers, there's a couple people that go into designing. She explained in the screenshot that's on screen, every single piece on this doll is separated. So she's a mini dress. She has the sleeves are, I think, separate maybe. The whole skirt is a bunch of skirts. So in that sense, I'm sat for this doll. I think this doll is definitely worth it. If you're an inbox collector, look at that box. That box is to literally become a vampire for. I am obsessed with that box. But onto the doll design, because I just want to talk about it with you guys. This doll is one of the best Monster High dolls, design-wise. Quality-wise as well. Honestly, my favorite, Laguna Blue Wave 1. Her crown tipped. It's shaken a little bit with this release. And this doll, again, I don't think it was even supposed to be released right now. We saw, if y'all remember, I don't think I talked about this on my channel. We saw those pictures of her last weekend, of someone who worked at Amazon. They took a picture of her and they put it on Twitter or something, and it just kind of got spread around like wildfire. So we've seen this doll for, again, about a week. We've seen her inbox, but we haven't seen this higher quality pictures of her. And truly, it looks amazing. I think that's a pleather lace in her dress. She has tights on. She has gorgeous fabric kind of lace, puffy sleeves, a little rose, the headpiece looks amazing from the front and the back. She's got long, nice, silky hair. The shoes look cool. This doll looks to be expensive. Is this doll probably worth $100? Probably not. Probably really worth what a holiday Barbie costs. She does kind of have holiday Barbie vibes, but for modern Mattel, for this day and age, this doll looks to be what a collector doll should be. This isn't Honkator, where they're kind of wearing a little bit more expensive versions of casual-esque outfits, because in my opinion, Honkator is more casual outfits, and then there's Laguna, so I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm disappointed by Honkator. I definitely ate them up, and I'm so happy to have those dolls, but this feels like a collector doll. This feels like a doll that's aimed towards adults. This has the quality of a collector doll. This has the design aspect of a collector doll. This isn't just a satiny fabric piece of whatever dress. This is a genuinely well-constructed doll, well-researched doll, has tiebacks to Generation 1 with the vampire heart. Personally, I think this doll should have been Elizabeth, but obviously we all know Draculaura probably sells the best, so I'm not even that mad. I could just put an Elizabeth doll in this dress and I'll be happy if I really care. I don't, though. Just truly, this doll feels and looks like a work of art, and I'm so excited for when my pre-order ships. She ships, I think, on October 13th, which is exciting. It's a little bit more than a month away, a month and 13 days away, which is gonna hurt to wait that long, to be honest, because I want this doll in my fingertips right now. But I'm gonna be very patient. I'm gonna be very lucky that this doll kind of surprise pre-order dropped thing kind of happened today. So lucky that I was on my phone and able to pre-order her in time. And I think, again, I pre-ordered her for $100, and she went down to $90, so I canceled it and reordered, and then she's gone. So, again, she probably will be restocked, because, again, we don't have an official post anymore for the Monster High brand. I think this went up too much. And it's actually really funny that this doll got, posted today on the Instagram, because Claudine got literally nothing. There's no link for her. There's no picture for her. There's no story for her. So it's very, very interesting what happened on September 1st of 2023. Just Claudine got nothing and Draculaura got everything, but I think it was a mistake because, again, they deleted their story Instagram. But what kind of leads me to believe like this was a little bit intentional is Annalise obviously posting and keeping the stories up about the design process a little bit. The Amazon listing actually had no pictures when I first ordered the doll, and now there's pictures to the listing. And I don't know what to tell anybody. I don't really know what's happening with this release again, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited. I honestly want to get 2 of her just to keep in box, because we all know Draculaura. She's probably going to get expensive in the future, but I actually don't care that much, and this doll is still very, very expensive to do so, so probably not going to do that. But wow. I'm just happy that I got my claws on her, because like I thought this was going to be like a bloodbath or something. I'm so happy that it wasn't. But one of the dolls that was supposed to be released today, we've had this date in our calendars since June. The Amazon link for Amped Up Frankie came out in June, and the Amazon listing says September 1st, Amped Up Frankie. It was Amped Up Frankie, and I don't think I've talked about this doll yet, but since they were supposed to be releasing today, they did not get released. I don't think so. As of right now, it's still unavailable on Amazon. I want to talk about Amped Up Frankie because I want to give them a little bit of spotlight, because I know all my Generation 3 moots and all my friends on Twitter are really heartbroken that Frankie never went up for order yet. I'm sure they'll be up for order like soon. I wonder if there's like a placeholder date. I don't know what the tea is. I know this doll will probably be released before or during fall time, so we'll be seated for that. But this doll is supposed to have saran hair, as the designer Annalise stated on Instagram back in June. I'm excited about this doll. I think this doll is so cool. I think the saran hair is definitely an exciting factor for me, because we haven't really seen Frankie with saran hair since the budget doll. Cool. They have the basic doll. They have the Day Out doll who has saran. Coffin Bean has saran. And the other one that I can't, Ghoul Sport has saran. The rest of them have poly for this year. Like every single, like Skull Demon Secrets 1 and 2, both have had, and Creepover had polypropylene hair. So I'm excited to get another doll with a nice saran hair, a doll that I will be able to touch, a doll that I'm going to able, take around with me, a doll that I'm not super cautious of, feeling like straw hair. I'm so upset about Abby still, but we're not here to talk about Abby. And like all these accessories are super cool. I think the alleged price point is around $25 to $30. I know that that's kind of like whatever. I think the price point, as long as it's nothing more than like $35, is going to be fine. This has so many fun accessories with the doll, like the amped up little the keytar, which we've seen all the way back in their music video from Here I Am, Spark to Life. That's a cool little reference to Generation 3. The headphones are spiky. All the fun, like, recolored accessories I'm excited for. Like, even, like, the little Polaroid, the phone, the blow dryer. Like, there's so many fun things about this doll. And even the outfit, I think, is really, really solid. I'm sick of the ombre boot. I will say that I'm so sick of this ombre boot thing we're seeing all over the time. But it's the least of my concerns. I think, again, the rest of the outfit's very, very solid for Generation 3. Definitely better than some of the other things we've seen from the brand. Honestly, though, for right now, I'm very, very content with the direction Monster High is heading for the hopeful fall. I'm hoping that we see more dolls that have polypropylene in the stock photos, because let's be honest, that Amped Up Frankie looks to have polypropylene in that stock photo, just like the way that it's super bright, stark hair. I'm hoping that they're starting to, move away from that and go into the saran hair. That's my only thing that I care about for Generation 3 is saran hair, accessibility, good-ish clothes, good-ish faces, and we're content. I'm happy that the Monster High collector dolls, half of them that were released today, actually look like to be worth their price point, because I'm going to say it right now. I think I'm so sick of hearing about this that there's a lot of complaints about the $100 Monster High doll, which I understand. I think that the price is it's really high. I think especially for a collector item that kind of just randomly dropped, no one really had any time or thoughts to really like even process that. I think we have, again, seen the picture for a while, but that's not really enough to just consider buying it. Like a leaked picture is never ever the final product. Annalise did say though that the stock photos for Generation or the Vampire Heart Draculaura is the final product and it's not a prototype. Sometimes they use hand-painted prototypes in stock photos, and this is not the case for this doll, which I'm so happy for. It's not an AI generated whatever, because I know Rochelle Goyle was a animated. I don't even want to know about her. Flop ended by Boo. Fango Rochelle was horrible. I think I already talked about her though a while ago. I think that Draculaura is 100% worth her price. I think anyone who's ever spent anything more than $100 on a used doll, a doll from eBay Mercarri, a lipped chip Bratz doll, a glue seeped infested Monster High G1 ultra rare doll, a whatever, if you spent over $100 on a Playline doll from 10 years ago, you're out of this conversation. I do not care. I'm going to be nice about it, but if you have spent $100 on a used messed up Bratz doll by herself, you don't get to be a part of this conversation. If you bought a $100 Monster High doll that was busted, you cannot talk about Draculaura's price point. In my personal opinion, and again, I don't want to like say whatever, but I think that she's definitely worth the price point. Definitely looks to be one of the best Monster High collector dolls ever, one of the most high quality Monster High dolls we've ever seen, and I'm so beyond excited for her release. And again, I'm so excited for her to come into my claws and come into my collection. So that was kind of my thoughts for Holiday Claudine, the Vampire Heart Draculaura, and Amped Up Frankie. Excited for all three of these dolls to come into my house. I'm excited for them to be accessible because they're all not available right now on Amazon. But there will be affiliated links in the description below if you guys want to like check and try to like see if they will come back in stock, just because you never know. I'm crazy with the links. Like, I will refresh until they are available, and I just want to give you guys them in case they disappear or whatever that tea may be, because again, the Monster High Vampire Draculaura Heart being sold out does not make sense to me, because like it's not officially dropped yet, and like we never really got any promo. Usually when Monster High does these like crazy expensive dolls like Honkator or the Annabelle doll or whatever doll, they usually give us at least a couple days to kind of like know about it. I know Frankie was 24 hours Honkator, but that was still 24 hours. This was like 10 minutes, so we don't know what's happening. But I'll try to keep you all updated on Twitter and Instagram if you guys follow me there on what her tea is with her release. And again, I have one pre-ordered, so I'll let y'all know when she ships and everything. And I'm excited to have a review of all three of those dolls. Okay, I'm just rambling though. I'm just really excited about Monster High. I love the brand again. It's so refreshing to feel that way. So yeah, thank you guys though so much for watching today's video. In the comments below though, please be respectful and let me know all your thoughts and opinions on all the dolls that we talked about today. Let me know how you guys feel. And yeah, so thank you guys again so much for watching, and I cannot wait to catch y'all though in the next one. I love you all endlessly, and I'll see you very soon. Love ya, bye everybody.